This is Phoebe Smith with Love Relationships Real Talk. Before I start the episode today, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about what inspired me to do this particular show. So I've been getting letters from viewers asking me advice about what to do in their relationships. So a lot of people are really feeling disheartened because they're not in a relationship and they really would like to be in one, but they just feel like they can't find the right person, or they feel like people are not attracted to them for some reason. They don't have the opportunity to start a relationship. So I've been getting a lot of letters like that. So we're gonna address that topic today. But the other thing that really put inspiration and passion into this subject matter today is the fact that last week I was gone. I didn't air at all last week. And the interesting thing about that was that people actually noticed and that they cared I was gone. They're like, where's the next episode? You're in the middle of a series. True. But I had a good reason. A friend of mine, Miss Margaret Summer, transitions last week, and I was honored to be a part of that part of her journey, to that process that she went through. And so I want to dedicate this episode to my friend Margaret Summer, and also want to acknowledge that she has so inspired me, as so many times this happens when people that we care about or that we know, their life as they know it on earth ends and they begin in the afterlife, as I believe they do. You feel like, you become more in touch with your mortality, and you get a clearer sense that there's something more and grander and purposeful that you should be doing with your life. And so right now, me sharing what I feel like is within me to share with you is that thing for me. And so I'm inspired to keep going and to talk until I don't have anything else to say. So that's what I'm gonna do. And so again, I'm dedicating this show to Miss Margaret. And the title of this show is Don't You Give Up on Love. Don't do it. Why, you ask? After all that you've been through, after all of this dysfunctional people you've gone through in relationship with, after all the hurt and the pain, why not give up on love? I have so many friends and clients say, I'm fine all by myself. If it happens, it happens. That's a good way to look at it too, because it should happen organically. But if you are actively ignoring, not allowing, or avoiding opportunities to get involved in a love relationship, then it's my opinion only, it's my opinion that you're not living out the full capacity of what you are here to do in becoming the person that you were intended to become. Because I believe that the way that we interact with each other in love relationships, the opportunity to delve into a level of intimacy with a lover, more so than any other person that you could possibly be in relationship with, is the very thing that's going to make you become a better person at the level that God intended for you to become. So it's my opinion that if people are avoiding getting involved in a love relationship, then you're not exploring that part of your life that you need to explore in order to grow and become a better human being. Come up with like a list of life hacks that will make it very commercial, this video, but I couldn't think of any. And I can only think of one, and it didn't support like a whole life hack, don't give up on love relationships type of theme. But anyway, so I came up with only one. And that one is, isn't that one of the top 3 things we as human beings are meant to do, to interact with each other in the highest forms of love possible, to grow and become better people as a result of that interaction. Isn't that one of the main things that we are called to do by God? For us to see how we are with other people, who we are with other people. Are we capable of forgiveness? Are we capable of unconditional love? Are we capable of unconditional trust? Can we do those things if we're not in a relationship? If you're not currently in a love relationship, I assert that you're in one of 4 states of being. You're either in the state of healing, the state of waiting, the state of looking, or the state of resignation. So I'm going to start with the last one first, because that's a big one. If you're in the state of resignation, you just need to let that one go. You just need to let it go, because it's not a good look at all. I don't care how beautiful or handsome you look as you prep yourself to go out there and possibly engage with your future love. If you have this feeling, these thoughts of resignation that you're done and you're tired of the whole process, you're tired of the dating game, you're tired of the starting and stopping and starting and stop. I understand that that's the plight that you are dealing with. But if that's your state of mind, when you enter into the space of possibility for meeting someone, that person either is going to be the wrong one for you. It's going to be another waste of time, because that person is going to meet you at the frequency level that you are at. If you want to hear more about frequency level, check my video that speaks to how you attract the person that you need. Your frequency level is going to be low expectations, and you are going to have a negative context to what your expectations are, and that's what you will attract. So resignation, you have to deal with that before you get back out there seriously looking to invite someone to participate with you in your life in an intimate way. So resignation, cut out of there. Can't have that. That takes me to the first state of being that I mentioned, which is healing. So if you've been in a relationship and you're just done, you're in that done mode, then you need to take the time to heal from those past hurts before you can offer yourself to the next potential love partner. The state of healing really comes when you've ended a relationship, or you festered this feeling or these beliefs around resignation. So healing has to take place. That's actually the time when you don't want to invite a love relationship into your life. You want to learn from that made it not work, that made you basically give up on dealing with that individual. Or it could have been a lot of people doing that same thing repeatedly. That could have been your opportunity to learn a lesson, knowing that this is something that you need to learn from and go through that healing process for yourself. This is the time to just focus on you. Let it just be about you right now. And then once you feel like you're ready, then you can get back out there in a healthier state of mind and try to invite the next person into your life to take another stab at being in that love relationship. I know relationships are hard, and for that reason, you might feel like it's easier just not to be in one. This is true. That there is some truth to that for sure. As being in a relationship, it's hard work. I know that. What I'm learning and getting from being in the relationship is more than worth it to do the work. So the next state of being that I want to talk about is the waiting phase. If you're in this phase, then you have come to a point, you're ready to be in that love relationship again because you have gone through the healing process. Some people will have ended a relationship and they're in the waiting phase immediately, completely skipping the healing process. You must heal. You must learn from the past mistakes. If you don't, then you're going to end up with the same individual that didn't work last time. So you have to go through that healing process. So you've gone through the healing process and now you're waiting for that person to come into your life. Now I'm going to suggest you do something a little bit different. I'm going to suggest that when you meet someone who's a potential love partner as you're in the waiting phase, that you check in immediately in getting to know that person around their position in regards to your non-negotiables list. What are non-negotiables? Non-negotiables are those things that you have decided you can handle and that you can't handle. So the things that you can't handle are your non-negotiables. The things that you don't have room for, the things that you cannot tolerate, non-negotiables. So once you've determined whether or not that person can meet your non-negotiables list, and really, there's really not one thing that they can, it's not like a 90%, that non-negotiable list is 100% type thing. So if they don't meet one thing on that non-negotiable list, they probably aren't the right person for you. So take on an offensive stance, not a neutral, whatever happens stance. Like, okay, at least this cat's talking to me. At least this guy showing me that he likes me, he's into me. No, be more proactive about what you actually want in your partner. The other thing that I'm going to invite you to look at doing is when you're in the waiting phase to be more aggressive in choosing the person you want. Don't wait to be chosen. A lot of us do that. And this is men and women. I'll talk about how it plays out for women first. For women, the man is supposed to pursue you. And I'm not suggesting that women pursue men, because that's on the men's conversation for sure. How women pursue them and then how they become that person lying in wait. You want to stay in the offensive role when you're choosing your life mate, because you want to pick someone who you want in your life, not someone who chooses you and they bring whatever they bring into your life. So be in that position to get out there, do the things that you have created and developed around your life interests, your passions. Meet people through those sources. And when you find someone who you think you can have made a connection with, ask them out. You make the first move. Don't just wait. Don't whine to your girlfriends that they don't even notice you or you're non-existent to them. Make yourself known. Show them that you like them. It's okay. And it's okay if he ends up telling you that he's not interested. It's you being proactive. This is why I suggest to a lot of clients that they get online to start the dating process for themselves, because it gives you that proactive role where you can go online, you pick people who you feel fall in place with your list of desires and needs, and then you approach them. So that's very proactive, the online dating technique. So that's for the woman. So you have your man who's in waiting. So these days, men really don't have to pursue women. And there's a lot of women out there who don't mind stalking a man to get what they want. And so a lot of men, as a result, have become extremely lazy around being the person who chooses someone to be in relationship with and works to be in relationship with that person. And so if you're a man and you're in that waiting mode, do what I'm suggesting for the woman. Get out there. Find the person who you want to be a part of your life and not someone who bombards you and your life and makes themselves a permanent fixture. One way to do this is to learn about that person in a very progressive, slow, nurturing, intentional way, opposed to going 90 miles an hour on the first date, third base, boom, bam, done. You know, it's like it doesn't work out that way. So that's for the person who is in that waiting mode. Be careful, because although you've done the work around your healing, although you're ready to be in a new love relationship, if you are not careful, if you go into this relationship the way you've done every other past relationship, then most likely you're going to get the same results. The last state of being that I wanted to share with you is the looking state of being. So, of course, the looking state of being is probably one that people do the most, because it doesn't come in succession with any other phase. It just is. A person's in a relationship or they're not in a relationship. And if they're not in a relationship, they're looking. They want a relationship. They want somebody to be in love with. They want somebody to have sex with. They want somebody who will use their number. They want someone who's going to treat them special on Valentine's Day. You know what I mean? So the looking state of being is you have to be very aware and very conscientious about, are you in the looking state of being? Are you in the waiting state of being? Because they can look very similar. The waiting state of being most likely is subsequent to the healing phase. The looking state of being can arise just because your dysfunction is calling for you to have a partner, because your insecurity says that you're not enough when you aren't being admired by someone, because you are feeling alone or lonely. Those are some of the reasons why people are in the looking phase. You don't want to be in the looking phase. You want to be in a positive state of mind when you are looking to invite your new love into your life. All I'm saying is, don't give up on love. I can't even really articulate why I so strongly believe this. But I guess, you know, I'm highly passionate, feeling highly passionate and emotional right now, having gone through what I've gone through. But this mantra has stood out to me so loudly this week. I just wanted to share it. And I hope that you will be able to find somewhere in all of this the courage to receive love into your life. So thanks for listening, and please don't forget to comment, like my videos, and subscribe. See you next time on Love Relationships Real Talk.